guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. A lot of people have enjoyed doing these, these threads on Twitter where they get a bunch of likes and then they'll do a Dokkan take. Since June is dead, and it's like right now there's still some stuff to do, but in like a week I feel like we're just gonna be dead in the water. Global NJP, nothing going on probably, unless they sort of drop the movie stuff a little bit earlier than I anticipate. So I'm just doing some different kind of stuff. Mass Ningen, definitely a big friend of the channel. He's sort of my, I don't know, my second in command of no iteming a lot of the Super Battle Road stages. I, of course, am the Grand Master, the Grandfather, the Big Daddy of it all. Ningen is definitely number 2, right? I think we could say that. Shout out to my boy Ningen, man. I had to get the little shot in there early. Make sure y'all check him out. I love Ningen. Ningen is great. He's funny. He's funny. All right, let's take a look at what he's got to say. Now, from what I've noticed throughout the years, Ningen does think very similarly to me in many aspects of Dokkan. I think because he shares my love of evaluating units often without items and going for no item runs and stuff like that. So Ningen, to me, does seem more aligned in like my kind of way of thinking than like, I don't know, like a lot of the APT people, right? Where it's like just damage, the most damage, the biggest number is the biggest winner, that type of stuff. All right, let's see what Ningen's got to say. LR Janemba hate is so forced. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Absolutely correct. LR Janemba is going to be one of the more impressive units, I think, on a 200% leader skill. If he gets a really good leader that works well with him, Janemba is going to be a dominant force, potentially even a top 10 unit in the game. Janemba would be crazy, right? Let's see. SCR LR Broly can still be good damage-wise in ESBR, but his defense does not age well at all. Not good on other difficult content, which Red Zone. Red Zone he struggles. He can still be pretty good in Extreme Super Battle Road, though. I do think, you guys know, I think Super Battle Road is, like, very important. Red Zone is king. Super Battle Road is very important as well, I think, because it's the most frequently updated difficult content. And I think LR Broly is still a beast in there. LR Broly, STR Super Vegeta, maybe like Heart Virus Goku, like these type of characters, just because they're not great in the way Red Zone is designed, they could still be pretty effective in Super Battle Road stages. LR Bootanks over Evolution Blue Vegeta, and it's not close. I mean, here's the thing. Remember that meta and like the conditions and everything going on does change. As the enemies have gotten way stronger, Evolution Blue Vegeta's flaws are just heavily highlighted, and it's very difficult to safely run him a lot of times now. Bootanks, honestly, has got a lot of start-to-turn weaknesses. No big bad bosses until he transforms. He only stacks defense on his 18 key. Start-to-turn defense is rather low. I would agree right now. I would take Bootanks over Evolution Blue Vegeta, but I think that's since the 7th anniversary. Prior to that, I still would have said Evolution Blue Vegeta over Bootanks before the 7th anniversary. Int Broly over AGL Trunks. It's not like... Trunks is not like 80 times better. I would probably slightly take Trunks over Int Broly. To me, this is not like... It's not a big deal. It's like, I don't know. If there's a top, 50 TUR list... It's like Broly and Trunks, I feel like for most people are between like 8 to 13 or 14 or something like that. Like, they're similarly rated units. Yeah, GT bosses should have been GT villains, just the same way movie bosses should have been movie villains. Yeah, because this, again, just clown. Ningen is a big Super 17 guy, right? And Super 17 got hurt by GT bosses so badly because the two 17s, Trenchcoat 17 and Hellfighter 17 are not on GT bosses. So it's like they make Super 17 the leader of a category in which the units that work best with him are not a part of. It doesn't make any sense, right? Just again, clown show design for LR Super 17. Been guilty of making them on a content top 10 lists are meaningless unless they specify content. I mean, I think a better way of ranking units than like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 would be like, like Z, S+, triple S, stuff like that. But here's the thing. People are more receptive when it comes to, again, as Ningen says, YouTube content. They enjoy the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Like, I think a more accurate way to do it would for sure be like, So like the LR Super Saiyan 4s and the LR Gods are both Z, right? You know, like Ginyu and the androids are both Z. And then I think like AGL, Cell, Goku and Gohan, you know, like physical Super Saiyan 3, they're like the tier below, like S plus, like type shit, right? Like I do feel like that does work better. Beating an event is better than not beating it, regardless how long it takes. Okay, yeah, this is why does this have 25 retweets? Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, it doesn't, like, it's winning is winning, like, yeah, that's the whole APT thing. Remember, the thing is, back in the day, that was legit. Like, you do as much damage as possible, enemies, you know, like, it's like you would blitz them. Like, I feel like that was, like, really a thing, but the way Dokkan has structured some of this difficult content, I personally like the defensive style much better, right? And giving your team roles for characters, you know, throwing on AGL Golden Freeze on the team to, you know, sort of like sponge up a lot of those hits, and then you've got your, you know, dedicated damage dealers, not just like, oh my god, I have to min-max every point of damage, you know, and speed run the event. I do think, like, speed runs are a cool challenge. I think they're fine, right? Like, so, like, no item runs, I think, are cool. I feel like people don't really speedrun Dokkan, though. But, like, that certainly is interesting, right? Like, trying to speedrun it, for sure. I think that's, like, pretty much just as valid. EZA's power level should be somewhat based on how limited the unit is. I mean, sure, right? No one's gonna argue against that. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, Tech Super Saiyan 3 Broly, like, how often is this guy gonna get like a Dokkan Fest or something like that? Super Saiyan 3 Broly, he's not gonna get like a million more units. So yeah, his EZA should have been better. Whereas, like, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Goku didn't need to be like, you know, the best EZA, because like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, there's gonna be a lot of those good characters coming, right? Majin Vegeta has wonky design, but he's still a top 10 TUR. Yeah, yep. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is the best aging SBR, ESBR unit in the game. Yeah, probably so. HL Golden Freeze is there. But yeah. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta has a turn restriction on HP restriction. Yeah, both are great in Super Battle Road. Both can be great in Red Zone as well. I want to do the video. I'm going to do Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta against Broly, because he could be very effective in there, surprisingly. Hate Tech Janemba less than I used to. His design is counterintuitive to how the game works. Game auto selects for the most key possible. Yeah, that's why on the new ROFs, right, the blues right here, I'm pretty sure that type of thing is exactly why they gave this blue Vegeta one additional key per rainbow orb, is to sort of help you out, right, with that. Tech Janemba's, yes, another example. One of these characters very piss poorly designed, though, for sure. In third form, Freeze is pretty much just a showcase unit now. Gets ripped apart in difficult content. Yeah, I mean, I would certainly say, like, a level of, like, him and, like, the GT Dokkan Fest and stuff like that, their defense is not enough for a lot of these big bosses. A lot of characters, though. Namek, Goku, full power Frieza unless he gets a lot of stacks in. Like, a lot of characters from that middle part of 2021 are not tanky. Again, GT Dokkan Fest, no. Third form Frieza, no. LR Tech Gogeta for the most part, no. Right? All those units get torn up. It's not just like a third form Frieza issue, but just a legitimate power creep thing. Red Zone's not the only event in the game, yep. A new unit, it does not have to be good there to be good. Okay, now let's see where else he goes with it. ESBR, SBR still exists. You know, these are legendary events. Other collection of epic battles will come as well. True. I do agree, yes. But Red Zone is the most important because it's the most difficult content, right? That's why it's most important for a character to be good against, you know, say, Broly in the Red Zone than anything else, because that is the toughest fight. That's the standard. That's why, like, AGL LR UI Goku, as much of a god as he is, like, there's so many units that have to go in front of him because they could actually do something against Broly, right? Tech Androids, Ginyu, LR Goku and Gohan, right? The LR Super Saiyan 4s, the LR Gods and LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? Like, you know, Red Zone is the most important because this is the most, like, difficult event in the game. This is the standard from which they're going to build upon for future difficult content. I do think it really matters if characters are good in these events, though, for sure, right? Again, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Heart Virus Goku, these types of characters are really, really helpful. And they are always doing new Super Battle Road stages, so that shit is important. But it's like people, their favorite unit gets obliterated in the red zone, and then they say the red zone's not the only event as a way to excuse their favorite unit. But it's like, nah, like, they just suck now. Like, that's tough. Tech unit, Gohan is a great unit, but is responsible for probably the most toxic dividing community. Yeah, but I mean, people who go against him are just idiots. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it anymore. Like, you're just an ass, right? Like, hating on this unit. It doesn't make any sense, dude. It's like, why? What purpose does it serve? I mean, look at him. All of these, like, really, oh my God, who is it? STR Bojack, he's so good when he came out, and he gets, incinerated now. A character that came out around then, oh my God, LR Evolution Blue Vegeta, Kaioken Blue Goku, so crazy. LR Jiren, dude, I ran LR Jiren earlier today against Broly, and it's like LR Jiren is literally a 0, and he came out a week and a half before Tech Gohan. Tech Gohan, like, has definitely aged, right? Because, like, he could take a lot of damage turn 1, but, like, anti-Tech Gohan is just, like, whack. Like, you just don't know what you're talking about, I would say. Okay, no. Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I don't know that he's super underrated. When he gets a 200% lead, no. Because the thing about Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is he is very close to what Int LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan does. And I found Int LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan to be a little bit better defensively, whereas the Tech Gohan could do a little bit more damage offensively. I mean, Tech Gohan, when you get his bullshit conditions off, right, where you get, like, the Goku active skill and stuff like that, which is not going to happen often, but if it does happen, Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and there is really good. But he's not super underrated. He's fodder, I would pretty much argue. No, he's not really that good. Yeah, Tech Super 17, they went out of their way to make him bad. It doesn't make any sense. He's much better now. I mean, okay. So let's look at this. Super 17 was done dirty on his release. Correct. He's much better now with 19 and Android 20 releasing. Correct. And now having a 200% lead. Sure. The problem is that they then power crept with the red zone and the power creep of the anniversary, right? Like, most of the times I find running AGL Super 17 to be more effective than LR Super 17. LR Super 17 was just a unit that was given no chance to succeed by the game itself. Great Ape Rage mode sucks balls. Yeah, but Cell, I think Rage Cell is a good way of how to handle it. Giving him the guaranteed crits and extra ki allows him to do some good damage. Yes, yeah, certain characters with certain links, absolutely. Just give Broly big bad bosses, take Berserker off all these characters. Yeah, absolutely. Links that are super limited should be much stronger. Yes, absolutely. What about telekinesis, right? What is it, like? It lowers enemy defense by 20% and that's it? It's stupid. Yeah, Heroes is good. I would like them to make them a bit better, but, I mean, this batch of Heroes units recently I thought was very good, but no one could have predicted the anniversary power creep that happened, right? Which just accelerated aging for a lot of characters. Remember, this is not something that always happens, too, the 7th anniversary power creep. This is the first legitimate meta shift in 5 years, where we went from 170% constantly to now 200%. So they gear the red zone around 200% characters. You do want to keep that in mind, right? No. STR 21 is not mad underrated. She's fodder. No, I'm sorry. She's butt. She's ass. Okay, as far as I'm aware, I believe that Dokkan cannot do manga stuff. And that's as far as I'll take it. But as far as I'm aware, as far as what the birdies have tweeted me, have, chirped at me, Dokkan cannot do that. But it's not Dokkan, it's Dokkan, Legends, Heroes, like all these games can't. Moro is not in Heroes, right? Like, it's not a Dokkan thing. World Tournament units seem to awaken much quicker. Yep. And they have to start easying the old ones. Oh, yeah. It would be very exciting if they started easying some of those World Tournament characters, for sure. More ways to get skill orbs. Yes. Yeah, but yeah, like a crafting system where you could combine them. Yeah, that would make it much more fun to do, like, chain battle and stuff like that. Okay. See, I like this guy. This guy Ningen, man. I like him. Yes. People need to get over the only good on one team LOL perspective. There is a handful of teams that can beat the hardest content in the game, and if a unit looks like a god on one of them, they're in a good spot for now. Correct. Yes, sir. That is absolutely true. Ginyu's only on one team, yeah. But guess what? So is, like, all these other units you guys like to suck their balls off, right? Like, how many teams has Namek Goku on that are, like, super legit right now? Like, he's got Goku and Gohan's team. Wait, let me actually pull up Namek Goku. I know he's got more than that. He's got Goku and Gohan's team. If you're saying so, you can pull him up. Let me see. He's on Raditz's team. There we go. Raditz's team, dude. You know? He's got Raditz. Okay. I guess he is on Ginyu's team, but, like, you're running him on Ginyu's team, you're running him on Raditz's Pure Saiyan team, the Goku and Gohan team, absolutely. And yeah, see, like, that's it. Exactly, that's it. You're running him on the Goku and Gohan team, Ginyu's team, or, like, Raditz's team. Have fun, right? Like, that. It's not like Ginyu is in a way better position than Namek Goku. So that only good on one team LOL thing, I agree, 100%. If you use it to finally beat a hard event you struggle with, it's whatever. Using the app reset exploit invalidates a challenge run. Where's the challenge for getting a free do-over? Even worse, using a transformation to scout the SA location when resetting. I don't... this is... Alright. Ningen, brother, I love you. I am the king. And nothing you do will take that crown from me. The true king. But I'm not the Super Battle Road king. I'm the king of Super Battle Road, Red Zone, Rainbow units, Link level 10 units, you name it. I am the king. The king. That's it. Alright, Dokkan needs some kind of infinite survival mode. They'll love that. I enjoy that clip being tweeted at me later. That'll be fun. Alright, let's see. Infinite survival mode. And it gets harder and harder as you go. Yeah, or there's also like having like a training mode as well. Like, kind of think of like a fighting game, right? Where you'd have a dummy where you could set certain conditions to test stuff out. Would also be really, really fun too. You don't mind units having limitations. Yeah. Well, they just hate Majin Vegeta. Because one of the things that makes Majin Vegeta like so desirable, right? Let me just pull up this guy right here. Or the LR, it doesn't matter. One of the things that makes this guy so desirable is this, right? He's just on all these teams and really bullshit teams. Corroded, Body and Mind. Super Saiyan 2 is very small and niche. All Out Struggle is as well. Revived Warriors is not great, right? But then they shackle him down with these restrictions, which prevent Majin Vegeta from really, really being a great asset on those like smaller bad teams. So that's a huge mistake that Dokkan frequently is making. A lot of it with Majin Vegeta, yeah. Used to love Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Bulma. Need to make their EZA goated. I mean, counter units are not the craziest, unless they're LRs. So we'll see what will happen. People need to stop acting like gold players don't know about the red zone, especially as a way to downplay their opinions. We've seen all the videos too, guys. Well, here's the thing. Whenever I get... how can I word this? Typically... when I get a certain type of thing said to me or a certain comment, you know, they usually are global players. You know, you could take that information as you will, right? Certainly, you know, you could watch videos, stuff like that, do a lot of research. Definitely valid. But like when you go in there and you know, you get blitzed by some of these bosses yourself and you see like what your units are doing against these bosses, like it's going to more refine your opinion, I think. So it's like, y'all will see. Global players are not going to struggle with the red zone though. You guys have got Ginyu's team, Cell's team, Goku and Gohan's team. I mean, to me, The easiest no item, I mean, dude, like, the Goku and Gohan team, like, Broly was, like, easy with that team, right? Like, Broly's a joke. It's not even that bad. Bojack was the toughest fight I had with the Goku and Gohan team. The Cell team, Broly was the toughest, but, like, the Cell team has got all the options. Like, if you've got those teams ready to go, like, you could destroy all these Red Zone stages. You don't need the 7th anniversary LRs with the crazy power crept 200% leaders that have come out since. Yeah, I mean, he certainly could be, yeah, because he's got guard, he's got damage reduction. I mean, you give him an easy with a bunch of extra stats, yeah. This guy's probably gonna be, like, butt nuts, absolutely. Meki Kabura could be top 10 if he gets a busted Link partner. Let me take a look at Meki Kabura. He's on Realm of Gods. We got this pulled up. Let me see. Meki Kabura, I think, he is very good. What does he need? He needs, like, if they did, like, Demigra as a Dokkan Fest, which they could. Demigra is not like a hero's character or something like that, right? Like, he's in, like, Xenoverse and shit. Like they can make Super Saiyan 3 Bardock as a Dokkan Fest. Demigra could be a Dokkan Fest. If they did Demigra as a Dokkan Fest, you know, he would probably, you know, Godly Power, Big Bad Bosses, Fear and Face, stuff like that, you know, Master of Magic. Meki Kabura actually could be pretty good. And, like, let's just pretend that Demigra is a Rainbow Orb Changer, too. Right? Demigra is one of the characters, I believe Goresh has been asking, like, that's one of Goresh's big things, is he wants Demigra to get a Dokkan Fest. But yeah, Meki Kabura could probably be pretty good. Because, I mean, he's, like, healing, he's able to get really good stats, he does stack, right? Meki Kabura, I think, could be pretty impressive in Red Zone with, like, I mean, it's very easy to say, but, like, if, you know, a character on the level of, like, Ginyu, right? Like, yeah, like, a lot of these characters could be good, you know, for sure. All right, let's see what else we got. Dokkan needs a pity system. I think one time only guaranteed Whis animation at 1,000 stones. If only y'all knew how much money that would save me. I mean, listen, you know, LR in Rose, I got my first copy at like 4,700, right? Remember, Blue Kaioken Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta, it was like 11,000 stones when I got my second copy of them or something like that. Like, you know, there has been times, I feel like Dokkan is eventually going to establish a better pity system. I think that would be more so when they fall more consistently in the rankings. I think around now could be a good time to do it. I don't know how to do it exactly, but something like 1,000 stones to get a you know, one copy of the unit or something like that, it definitely seems fair. I mean, I agree. The thing is that typically they design the pity in a way that it actually causes people to summon more to try and get to the pity because they know they're guaranteed to get the unit. So keep in mind, Dokkan will do pity at some point, and it'll be designed in a way that's going to piss everyone off, right? They're going to cry about it, but, like, it's because it's all a way for them to get more money. It's a point of the game, the gacha game, right? So keep that in mind, right? Remember, I think the coin system is actually really quite good. It's just that, like, you can't get the new unit until they come back. And the reason it becomes an issue with this is because, like, if you look at global Dokkan right now, probably one reason Namek Goku is like, I mean, I don't want to call him the most overrated unit ever, but he's essentially the most overrated unit ever because people act like he's in contention for best unit in the game, which he is nowhere near. I've seen at least 5 separate people say that Namek Goku might be the best unit in the game with a 200% leader skill. He is nowhere close to that, right? I think one reason that this guy's so overrated is because he dropped on August 28th of 2021 on Global, and he has never returned on a banner. If you did not pull him then on Global, you don't have him. And he's not coming back until, July 9th on the anniversary. These are the issues where it gets rough, right? Is when these characters just don't return forever. Maybe you're a Global player who did 1,700 stones and you did not get this guy, and then, you know, it's like, all right, well, cool, I'll grab him in 10 months when he comes back, right? So, like, that's where, like, pity could be very helpful, especially for global players and the worldwide units, right? That's why, like, if you, like, right now, if you're a global player watching this, keep this in mind, right? The anniversary units, you know, best units in the game by far, but they'll be returning in December, guaranteed, for global players. LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta will return in December. Let's say worldwide this year is Vegito Blue. he's not coming back on global probably until next July, right? So it's like, if you're going to summon on worldwide or anniversary, keep in mind that anniversary units will be back again this year, whereas like, you know, these worldwide units get sent into limbo on global. Active skills that can't be used until turn 5 or later are fine. Okay, longer events exist unless the unit needs your active skill to be good. You don't need to use it every event ever. I agree. The only thing, though, is that typically the best animations, the voice acting, and all that stuff are part of these active skills. So we do want to see those a lot. But, I mean, that's why they're doing intros now, right? Intros and stuff like that. So we can get the good voice acting and stuff like that. Goku and Gohan over AGL Cell. Now, hold on. Yeah, he says it. I agree with this, but to me, like, you could put Cell above them. That is not like, oh my god, like, so stupid, objectively wrong. Like, no, you could put Cell above them. Cell is crazy, right? Cell, because the thing about Cell, right, is that he could do triple 10 million attack sets with built-in crit and built-in dodge, and then he can approach 1 million defense. Like, Cell doesn't really have a weakness once he's perfect. It's his first 2 phases. But guess what? That's the same weakness for Goku and Gohan, right? Once Gohan comes out and he eats the 4th hit, he basically doesn't have a weakness anymore. He can't take damage, and he does pretty good damage. Gohan, for me, is typically 8, 9, 10 million attack stats, while being able to double-digit tank even Red Zone Broly, right? But, like, Super Saiyan Goku is the weakness there. First and second form Cell are the weakness there. And to me, it's not as simple as saying, oh, well, first form Cell is way better than Super Saiyan Goku, because Cell is so good against multiple enemies, but Super Saiyan Goku thrives in those same situations. Super Battle Road type situations where Goku has a 50% chance to stun, and he's got the 50% chance to dodge after supering. I would say I actually like Super Saiyan Goku better than first and second form Cell most of the time, right? Like almost all the time. First form Cell can go really crazy against 3 enemies, but first and second form Cell in the hardest content are not impressive against those Red Zone bosses. No way. So, like, you do want to be careful there. But they're close, right? It's like, I go back and forth, too. Like, I want to say Cell's team is better, but then it's like, I mean, Goku and Gohan do lead Goku family, right? So it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, I mean, I'll listen. Here's the thing. I think Kid Buu, like, if he gets a proper, because the thing is, it's not just a lot of people aren't realizing this yet, right? But it's not just about getting a 200% leader, right? Because, like, Full Power Frieza has a 200% leader, but it doesn't really work, right? Because it's Ginyu. It's like, the team does not work as effectively, right? It's not like a great 200% lead for Frieza. If Kid Buu got a 200%, but it was actually like a unit who was really good, like Buhan or something like that, but worked well with Kid Buu, not just like Kid Buu is thrown onto like Baby's 200% team and he doesn't work well with him or some shit like that, right? Like, I don't know. You guys get what I'm saying. But like Kid Buu with a 200% lead that works specifically for him, yeah, can be better than physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku, people act as though he's like the clear best TUR in the game. I do think that is wrong. I think physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku is like a tier below. At least like the androids, Ginyu, Cell, Goku, and Gohan. Those characters, specifically androids, Ginyu, Goku, and Gohan, Cell, they can completely control and carry the fight basically themselves. Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku cannot do that. He is not like on that level defensively with those characters. That Goku also does need to transform before he gets that really jaw-dropping power. He can do a lot of damage, but he can take a lot of damage in Red Zone as well, right? Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku is a better comparison with the Resurrection F Blues. They're close compared to, like, you know, the top tiers, like Ginyu and stuff like that. Kid Buu, it's hard to say, because right now he doesn't really have a place to use. But if it's, you know, exactly, a 200% lead with a unit that's good for him, I think Kid Buu can easily be better than Goku, for sure. Yep, I agree. I agree with this first part. Yeah, I mean, it was, well, the thing is, for Super Vegeta said he's guaranteed stuns on Super Attack, which makes him great for Super Battle Road, right? Which we like. No excuse for content drought at this point in the game. Yeah, because it's very easy to, yes, do this. Title missions, category missions for this content. It would be, I feel like it's got to be like just a couple of clicks for them, right? I agree. I agree with that. I'm certainly not disputing that. Sure, but to me, this is way less of an issue with auto. I think a way they could do this that's easy, all right? Check this out. Is you just make, like, so let me just pull up a Dokkan event real fast. We'll pull up the ROF Blues since theirs just came out. Right here. Okay. So you get the Z hard stage, and then you get the Super 2 stage. They should then do another stage, which is red zone difficulty level, in which it gives you, you know, like 50 medals for a win or something like that. I feel like that's a good way to do it, right? So, like, you could do, you know, for, like, really weak players, you could do Z hard. You know, a lot of players would just be able to just do Super 2, but then you have, like, a super tough stage that gives you most of the medals in one go. I think people would really, that would be a good thing for them to do. I think that's the best way to handle it. STR Rose is the best TR in the game when he releases Space Silly and all the things he does. It's tough for me to concrete. I'd have to. That's been so long now. He was very good on release. I remember that. But, like, the thing is, that was back when, like, Tech Vegito Blue, like, I don't know. Tech Vegito Blue, man, was really good. He was on release. Tech Vegito Blue was. I don't think I could say Rose was better than Tech VV on release. I don't think so. His EZA is the most hype. It's up there, but there's a character that's gonna EZA with Rose who's gonna be more hype, and that's VB. Yeah, I agree. Yep, this would help a lot. If you knew if you guarded or not, yes. Int Broly was always better than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Probably so. I don't really understand. People act like this guy's bad. The dirty little secret is that he's almost identical to Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Like, they're almost the same unit for the most part. Like, they aren't that far away from each other, man. So just keep that in mind. I find it really hard to call a unit who needs good RNG to be the best unit in the game. I mean, I don't. Pretty much all characters need RNG to an extent, though. It's like I don't know. Full power Frieza, right? He is really good, especially if he doesn't get super attacked right away and you put him in slot 1, right? But, you know, if he gets super attacked right away in slot 1, he could take a ridiculous amount of damage. Or, you know, full power Frieza is really good when you've got, like, third form Frieza next to him. Well, what happens when the boss bullies third form Frieza next to him, right? Like, there's a lot of RNG and a lot of factors for, like, all these units. So it's not, because it's like, to me, like, this screams like an argument against, like, UI Goku, but it's like, for me, it's very simple, right? Almost 99% of the other units in the game just die a lot of times, whereas, like, UI Goku's got a 70% chance to live. It's a very simple way to look at it. LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's active is the best animation in the game. I mean, it's up there, for sure. Well, I was going to say which one, but I guess he does, yeah, because he doesn't say Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta's active skill, okay. Should make them themselves, yes. But I no more, like, colored orb changers, right? Like, the tech androids, Int Majin Vegeta, stuff like that. Like, if they're all just creating rainbow orbs, they're so much better. Rotation Lock-in's the worst enemy effect in the game. I mean, it's difficulty. It's tough. It's tough. You know, yeah. I mean, it's the strongest. Well, I think the strong... Yeah, is it locking or canceling dodge? Canceling dodge is very tough, but locking is probably the strongest enemy ability. In terms of tech androids over Ginyu, I mean, yeah, the tech androids have got their Ghost Usher and stuff like that. I don't really care about stickers. I feel like I agree with that, yeah. Well, wait. No, because it's like, I'm gonna assume Ningen is referring to yellow Koinesias, because Cell is not better than LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. But I'm gonna assume Ningen is saying yellow Koinesias, because there's no way you're saying Cell is better than Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. I don't think he's implying that. He's saying yellow Koinesia, which I probably would agree, I think. Um, God Trunks is a B. Yeah, I agree. God Trunks is actually really good, but it's like his team, like yeah, he's unrunnable because of his team. Yes, 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 yes. God Trunks is good. I do. God Trunks does a lot actually. If you look at him, right, his seal, his Rainbow Orb changing, he's getting to like 500k defense if he's Rainbow Link level 10 on Super. This guy is not bad whatsoever. It's just they did this, right? They sold his ass to the Heroes team, which can be very, very frustrating. We'll do like one more. Need ability to keep autoing a stage a certain number of times. Oh boy. So just have it infinitely autoing it by itself. Okay. This guy should awaken into an LR would be cool for sure. P cringe. I mean, I don't. Sure. I mean, there's not really anything I could say about that, I feel like. Super Saiyan 3 a top tier team again? No. No, it will not. That's not like Super Saiyan. Let's take a look. Super Saiyan 3 doesn't have enough. Like Bardock, unless Bardock is like 3 times as good as like EGL Turles or something like that, right? Like it's not gonna happen. There's just not enough options there, right? Like it's, sorry Ningen, but that's that global player talk, man. Once you get the red zone, you will see, man. I had to get that in there, buddy. All right, let's take a look here. We're gonna finish on this. I mean, because like this guy is like usable. Like this guy is good, but like you're not running him a slot 1. Again, he needs an easy A. This guy is good, but he can't do it by himself completely, and he does have to transform too to link up really well. Yeah, dude, this is not a top tier team with this guy's easy and this guy. No way, it's not enough. We need a several units. You need like the best unit in the game to come out for this team type deal. Although to be fair, Dragon Fist Goku does need that animation needs to be like modern day, like ified, right? All right, one there. Shout out to Ningen. He's got some good takes. I mean, again, me and him seemingly think about a lot of things in this game in the same fashion, right? I feel like me and him don't really have opposing takes too often, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Go check Ningen out. He's great. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.